I feel like it really confuses him too. Like, Mitch is a strange guy, so he's like, fuck, are they flying here to fuck me? Are they flying here to use me? Like, I don't know. So the fact that he found someone in his area is probably really good for him. You know, there's just no pressure. If he feels like he doesn't like her, he could just never talk to her again. She doesn't want to stay at his house. He feels like he does like her. You know, he could wait a couple days to get his shit together, then hit her up and stuff. Let me call Jones, dude. See how his double date went. 3 dates. Oh, that's Mitch Jones for you, boys. Let me message him on Skype. Why are you giving tips when you're a virgin? I don't know, man. I thought I lost my virginity when I fucked your mom, but guess not. Who knows? You might even be my son. And since you're a disrespectful little fuckboy, Daddy's gonna have to put you in your place. So get the fuck out of my chat, idiot. I hate when the nice guys get shit on, because Mitch actually really is a nice guy. He's really generous. Like the 2 days I went to his house and shit, he got me like a $200 chair and like a $200 desk. You feel me? You know, just for me to be at his house for 2 days, just so I'm comfortable and shit. Yeah.
My
Story time.
ex-girlfriend said she wanted to talk about our relationship. We kind of broke up the day before. When I came to her house, her other ex. Been a fuckboy ever since. Got no trust.
Wait, what? My ex-girlfriend said she wanted to talk about our relationship because we broke up the day before. When I came to her house, she effed her other ex. Been a fuckboy ever since. Got no trust. Dude, there's no reason for you to be a fuckboy, man. You gotta... Alright, look. There's two types of women in the world. There's hoes, and then there's not hoes, alright? You found yourself a hoe, my friend. You just gotta brush that one off. No problem, dude. Just sweep it under the rug. Sweep it into the trash. Do what you want. And you can't... Like, obviously it's gonna affect your other relationships, but... You know, maybe make it a little harder to, like, get into a relationship. But once you're in a relationship... You basically, like, the walls have to come down. You can't be in a relationship and be, like, overprotective or too clingy and not trusting, or else the relationship's doomed to fail. So, you know, have your guard up until you're in the relationship. Maybe, you know, maybe take it really slow before you get into a relationship. But if you get into a relationship saying, like, I'm not going to trust this person, the relationship is doomed to fucking fail. All right? If you ever decide you want to be in a relationship, you know, if you take it slow enough, you have to give them the freedom. You know, not too much freedom, you know, but... Just gotta do you, man. You're not the fuckboy, dude. That girl's just a bitch, man. Trust me. Shit happens, dude. I mean, I've been cheated on before. Not with Cassie, ex-girl. Didn't actually bother me, though. Because I didn't really like her anyway. It was just kind of like one of those things. Like, we just got drunk together and we happened to be near each other. So, it's just... It is what it is, man. Yeah, Mitch Jones is living in the past too much. I don't know, like... If it happens, it happens. You feel me? Like, if it happens, it happens. But you just gotta get past it, you know? It feels like once you get older and stuff, I don't know how old you are, Eddie. Once you get older, you kind of realize, like, it just doesn't matter. Like, if you were cheated on, you're like 16, 17. Like, I used to be really fucking emo and stuff when I was younger. Like, if a girl didn't like me or if a girl broke up with me or whatever. And once you get older, you just realize it doesn't matter. Like, it's better to try and fail than not to try at all, and you just gotta learn from your mistakes. You should probably get a show on MTV. No, I mean, I'm just trying to pass on, like, advice that, you know, I kind of picked up. True, bro. I'm 19. Yeah, I mean, that's still pretty young. Once you get older, first of all, once you get older, the girls also get more mature. They kind of want the same thing. I don't know how old your ex-girlfriend was, but when you're around the same age, and you're 19 now, you know, maybe this was like last year or 2 years ago that it happened and stuff. Both guys and girls at that age, they're not really looking for, like, serious relationships. Think about it. Like, you're so fucking young. There's so much for you in the world to, like, want to do. Like, it's got to be such a low percentage of people that actually stay together when they're together that young. So you just have to think about it like that. Like, once you get into your mid-20s and stuff, like, obviously there's still gonna be like some thoughts and shit, but most of the time you're gonna find people, like both boy and girl, that are actually gonna want to have like the same goals and same interests as you, and they actually want to like actually have a real relationship and shit. And they kind of get through the partying phase too, which is a big phase, because a lot of people like go out to parties and stuff just to have fun, but just end up making a mistake. Like, oh fuck, I got too drunk and thought it around. It's no excuse, but it is. Isn't Mitch coming over today? He said he would come over on Friday, and you know, he's more than welcome to come over whenever. But there's always gonna be thoughts, bros. There's always gonna be thoughts. Virgin, no girlfriend, no friends, no life. I don't know, man. If any of you guys in chat ever feel bad about yourself, dude, it could always be worse, man. Trust me. You know, you just gotta. All the people that are like sad about like not having a girlfriend or like not having like friends and stuff. How I'm not sure if it's actually true or not. You could be completely trolling, but how often do you actually like put yourself out there? You know, back in high school, I was always sad as fuck. I didn't have a girlfriend, dude. In high school, I was part of one club and one club only. It was the Unfuckables. Okay. All right. No one wanted a little piece of Chucky D. All right. Let me show you why. Hold on a second. Where's that? All right. Look at this. This is squad deep right here, dude, with the unfuckables. You see this? No one wants Chucky D. All right. I was the fucking leader of that squad. All right. If you don't like you, man, try changing your appearance, dude. Like, look, this was me. I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger, I was really self-conscious. If I looked like that to now, I would. It's all mind games, okay? So when I was younger, I was really self-conscious. I thought I was really ugly. If I looked like that today, I would have the same exact personality. Because at the end of the day, you are who you are, and if people don't like the way you look, guess what? Fuck them. It doesn't matter, okay? If people don't like the way you look, you don't want to be with that person anyway. I mean, I guess in the end of in the long run, like if you're just trying to bang girls, you'll probably bang more or whatever. But you know, I grew my hair out. I got contacts. I actually don't even wear my contacts anymore. I got contacts because I was self-conscious that I looked dumb without glasses. Now I wear glasses every single fucking day. You know, I go out with glasses. I don't care. They look exactly the same. I grew my. Basically, what I'm saying is you can try and change your image a little bit. And what I'm really trying to say is, you know, in high school, I had friends in high school. I was blessed. I realized sometimes it's a struggle out there. You meet people, or you have trouble meeting people or whatever. I don't really have tips on, you know, maybe meeting friends. You could try sports, you know. If you're in high school and you're having trouble with like friends and shit, and you try and get into a sports team, maybe you suck, maybe you don't suck, but guess what? You're meeting people, you know, you're interacting with people, you're bonding. Try fucking joining a club, you know. It's hard for me to say like how to meet people other than that. Like I don't know if you can just go up to someone in lunch and be like, "Yo, what's up, bro? You want to be friends?" Coming off a little too strong, right? You're gonna get written off really quick. No one's gonna want to be your friend. You can try joining clubs, try playing some sports. Who fucking knows? But what I'm saying is for all those people out there that are saying like, "Hey, man, I don't have friends, I don't have girlfriends." How often do you really put yourself out there? You know what I mean? Like in high school, you know, if I was that little fuckboy and I liked a girl and I said, "Hey, you know, I would love to take you out Friday night," and I got denied. Guess what? I would go home with a fucking smile on my face even if I got denied. There's been so many times in life where I like regretted like, fuck, maybe I should talk to that girl, or fuck, maybe I should have did this. And it all feels like it matters so much more in high school, but in reality, just go for it, man. Like just fucking go for it. I don't want to go out there. I mean, you got to put yourself out there if you want to succeed, man. And trust me, 9 out of 10 times, if you're the guy that got rejected, at least you're the guy that's going to be remembered, you know? At least you got more balls than the other people that didn't go out there and get rejected. You feel me? I have this one friend he's like pretty smooth, like he's a smooth talker. He can pick up girls and stuff, and no matter where he's at, no matter who he's with, he always makes himself known. Just conversation, you know, tries to be funny, you know, throws out random fucking compliments. Oh, I like your shoes. Oh, I like your shirt. Oh, you know, where'd you get that from? You know what I mean? Like, just if you put yourself out there, you will be remembered. No one's gonna remember the person who doesn't try. Okay? No one's gonna remember the person who doesn't try. So just keep calm and do you. You feel me?